Hi there, I'm Dr. Ted Bartnett, and welcome to Allergy Elimination, the only known treatment to eliminate or get rid of allergies, all types of allergies, without needles, without drugs, and without pain. It's approximately 85% effective in eliminating, as stated, all types of allergies from infancy to elderly. Today we're going to be discussing a very broad topic: skin problems. Okay. Now, the broad statement I want to make now, so that you get an idea where we're going with this, is you get rid of the underlying cause of a problem, and you get rid of the problem itself. Get rid of the underlying cause, get rid of the problem. Okay. By way of introduction, I want you to meet a former patient of mine, what I consider the all-time winner of allergies, at least in my practice, with over 400 allergies. He was allergic to almost everything. There are chronic fatigue patients in this league competing with him, so to speak. The fellow's name is Roger. Here he comes. Okay, Roger. As you can see here, the picture is somewhat distorted. Bear with me. I did the best I could in getting this photograph good as I could. But you'll see, if you take a close look and look from different angles, that around his eyes, face, neck, shoulders, arms, upper and lower torso, and areas covered, he has skin lesions. That is where he dug his fingernails into his skin, not because of psychological problems, but because some people who have allergies want to scratch a lot more than, let's say, the normal person would. Roger would scratch as if he was going down to the bone. So he would really hack away. And this is how advanced his problem was. I think that he was quite lucky just to be alive, to live to be age 34, and to have this problem since he was 8 years old, at which time he was vaccinated. So for some 26 years, the not-so-nice kids in the neighborhood would call him the hamburger man because of his skin condition. His skin was like leather, tough, hard, blistered, and oozing. Enough of that for now. Let's see. I treated for him for just about a year, or just a little over a year. Let's take a look at another photograph. This will be the before photograph, and this is the after photograph. If you want, either on a preceding or here, you can try for image size in the lower right-hand corner, but I think you get the point here, that Roger, in this almost the same position with the same belt on, too. Same type of blue jeans, except it's a different office. He's with his mom here, and he's about 90% cleared up now. Someplace around the elbow joints, you can still see a pink tinge up around the clavicles area. But for the most part, his problem was eliminated. Okay. So, Roger's very happy. Oh, his mom was, of course, just absolutely thrilled. It took about 6 treatments just before he started to get better, to the point that he could see that his skin was just slowly starting to improve. So he stuck with it. He stayed with it, and that following summer, he and the family went to Washington, D.C. It was the first time ever that he'd gone on a vacation, because always before he'd be seen out in public and people would, make fun or look askance, and he'd feel very shy about it, of course. These are skin problems. It doesn't matter if we're talking about eczema, psoriasis. You get rid of the underlying cause of the problem, you get rid of the problem itself. Okay, you put on facial creams, which may cover up the problem, may temporarily take care of the problem, but usually the underlying cause of the problem is allergy related, whether it's food such as dairy, which you may or may not be aware of, maybe different kinds of minerals, nickel, magnesium, different kinds of chemicals, petrochemicals, formaldehyde, and each type of allergen may be of different severity on influencing an individual. So I have to test for a myriad of different kinds of things that a person would become in contact with. The worst scenario of all, which I never finished with this particular patient offhand as I think of him, was a patient who was allergic to everything I tested him for, except distilled water and porcelain. That's a pretty limiting factor, and you could understand why this patient rarely came to town to be treated, because of all the things that would influence them, trigger them, this chronic fatigue patient. Okay, so what is this treatment? What is it, and how come it's so inexpensive? How dare you? This is called NAET, Nambutrapad's Allergy Elimination Technique. It was discovered by Dr. Nambutrapad, who has a practice in Southern California. She herself was allergic to quite a myriad of things as a child, and she grew up, got married, and wouldn't you know it, gee, how about that? Her son had all the same allergies. That's another story, though, and she's happy today and happy to be able to treat using the same NAET treatment that I'm discussing with you now. There's some 10,000 plus practitioners around the world, mostly in the United States, who are doing this particular kind of treatment. For further information about NAET, allergy elimination, you can contact me. Be glad to talk with you. Shoot me an email. Take a look at the website. That's eliminatemyallergies.com. Again, eliminatemyallergies.com. I'd be glad to speak with you. Thank you very much for your time.